This is David Lynn, and you're with me for Coffee Talk. This is the Sunday edition. It is July the 20th, 7 p.m. Central Time, and this is Coffee Talk number 478 live stream. Thank you for joining me. And I'm drinking coffee. Hello, KP Heathen. I am drinking Nescafe coffee with carnation creamer. Hello, Joseph Moore. How are you doing? And of course, she has to open the door when she knows I'm doing a live stream. God help me. How are we doing, Joseph? Uncle Al, by Bullfrog 79. Welcome. Holly Ivans. Hello, Holly. Yoda, my friend. Hello, Dave. Well, I am still sitting at 1987. 1987. Dave says I got 13 more to go. Might be the hardest 13 there is. I did release another goodie box video today. Stephanie, Idaho Garden Girl, Stephanie's box, which I'll be mailing out tomorrow. I released the video of it today. Well, I hope your new job goes well, KP. Pre-retirement days, comfort food, and more. Hello. Dave's multitasking. He's commenting on one of my videos. Yes, KP, you deserve a good job. Ray Fuentes. How are you doing, Ray? My question, how long does it take to show a new subscriber when you pick up a new subscriber on analytics? Dave, could you answer me that one? So if somebody says that they subscribed me, how long does it take to show on analytics? Because I just checked, I'm still showing 1987. Within minutes? Okay. Well, it's good to know. And then I got bus stop texting me, make sure to talk about how Trump is the greatest president since Lincoln. Oh, good Lord. Well, I will say this. Trump is a great president. Uh, Certainly the best president in this century. Um, and probably the best president since Reagan. And I'll leave it at that for right now. So I'm bouncing back and forth. I am bouncing back and forth. And I'm drinking Nescafe coffee. Hello, little lone prepper. How you doing? Nine in the house, 9 likes. I am on a quest for 2,000 subscribers. And I am, last I checked, 13 away. Yep, I'm still 13 away, and yes, I have refreshed. It's good to be happy. It really is. I try to be happy as much as I can. Ray, I normally give those who are subscribed to me moderator, and you're not subscribed to me. Are you? I mean, I check, and it's been 5 minutes maybe, and you're still not showing as subscribed to me. So come back tomorrow and we'll talk again. Good night, Ray. Oh, really? Well, oops, excuse me. I'm trying to troll. Oops, there's another one. Nita's cooking show. How you doing, Nita? Hillbilly Josh, how you doing, Hillbilly? SD Mountain Man. I will try to get by and give y'all some love later. Those of you who are giving me love, I appreciate it. Living in the house and living likes. And yes, I have been I've removed 2 trolls this evening. What qualifies as a troll? Now that'd be a good topic, but that's not the topic for this evening. But a good topic would be what qualifies as a troll. Well, let's see. One of my qualifications is coming into my live streams constantly, every day, saying the same thing, but never leaving a like. To me, that's basically just somebody. So I removed that person. Trying to remove myself from trolls. Hey. Well, somebody comes in, says they're a friend, or that they're a new friend, and then I look at my analytics, and I do refresh 5 minutes later, and I'm still showing the same number of subscribers. So, I don't know what it is about some people that they just, you go and you subscribe to them and you leave them nice comments and you click the button that says you just watched 10 minutes of their video, and you do that for a couple of videos and they don't subscribe you back. I have issues with that. I'm not a growth channel, but I'm trying to hit 2K and I'm having a little difficulty with it. And I had been reaching out. I normally let people reach out to me and then I go back to them and I do the same thing for them. But today I reached out to about 20 different channels and I picked up like 3. No, I picked up 2. And these are all supposed to be really good channels, and they're all, and some are commenting and thanking me for my comments and everything, but my subscriber count isn't going up. So yeah, I'm a little bit upset. David's actually having a good, not happy. Not happy. But I did get another video out. It's Stephanie, Idaho Garden Girls box. Who will be next? I do not know, but there will be more coming. And I do have a couple of mail calls, which I'm not going to do. I'm going to open them up and do them as videos. But this is a mail call from Uncle Al. He's a good friend. He's a mentor. And then I got a mail call from my friend Dave. 20 different hot sauces. Little like 2-ounce size, little sampler hot sauces. 20 different ones. I'm going to enjoy those, and I'm going to enjoy doing a video on it. Hello, Dunia. How are you doing? Please leave a like to support the channel. Be greatly appreciated. Oh, I'll I'll put them. It's going to take me a while to get to these, and I will basically put the sauce on like tacos. I do a taco for me every morning for breakfast, so I'll just start trying them on my tacos. After I do my video, I'll do a video and upload it. And again, I would point out to everybody that if you look at the description of my last video that I just released, there's some information in there that you really want to read. It's just a little paragraph, but I would read that. You know. Idaho Garden Girl. Have you had a chance to look at your video, young lady? $13 in the house and 13 likes. Well, food, forest, permaculture. Hello, Howie. $14 in the house, 14 likes. So I will be going through and I will be removing wrenches from channels that have not been showing up making comments. I mean, you don't have to show up every day, you know, and I certainly will not be removing wrenches from the channels that have been showing up leaving comments. But there's a bunch of channels, hundreds of them, that I've given wrenches to in the past, and they just sort of like abandoned me. So I'm going to remove their wrenches and see what happens. I've got a couple of friends who suggested doing that. Hello, Melinda Elliott. And I am drinking Nescafe coffee with carnation creamer. Take care, Hillbilly. Take care, Josh. You know, the other thing, if you want to know if I'm subbed to you, I don't hide my subs. I don't. And you have the ability now to look at and see who's subbed to you if they don't want to hide. You know, some people hide their who they're subbed to. They hide those. But I don't. You know, I'm open about it. And if I tell you I did a full view and you see the timestamp, hey, he did a full view. Very few people do that in the in videos. When they go and they comment on videos, very few people, they'll leave a comment and then they watch like a minute of it and it's a 10-minute video and they watched a minute and they left a nice comment. I tend to do the whole thing. I get upset sometimes if I go, I'm watching it and I'm viewing it and I'm playing it, and then I go to the restroom I have a restroom right next door. I go to the restroom or I go out to get some more coffee or I do something, I come back. It'll let me hit the comment, but it won't let me hit the timestamp. If you don't do the timestamp within like a couple of seconds of when the video ends, it won't let you hit the timestamp. And it's like, well, I wanted them to know that I did a full view, and I did do a full view, but it won't let me hit the timestamp now. So that's something that YouTube really needs to work on correcting. 14 watching and 16 likes. That's good. I evicted somebody earlier who never leaves me a like. They never leave a like. They say the same comment when they come into a stream. They never leave me a like. You know. No, you can do it on the phone. I do it all the time. Right? Okay, so like when you do a comment, now that's not on live streams, and that's not on shorts, and it's not on when you respond to a community post. That's on videos. You can stamp your time of how much you watched on a video. And it's right there when you do your comment. If you go right over to the right-hand side, there's a little icon. Hit that icon, and it'll timestamp how much of the video you watched. If you watched the whole thing or you watched like 5 minutes of it, it's a 10-minute video, it timestamps, you hit a timestamp. Now, I need to check okay, Dave wanted me to say that his Green Acres short and Elvis themed gospel shorts tonight premiere throughout the night. If you can mention them, please, I will mention them. Also, I will mention the fact that Dave is on his quest to hit 15K, and he's at about 14.7 right now. I've been joking that I might hit my 2K before he hits his 15K, but the way things are going, I might not. That's how slow it is for me, and I have been reaching out to channels. And if they don't respond in the next couple, because I'm writing down who they are, and if I don't get a response from them in the next couple of days, I'm just going to basically unsubscribe them. I mean, if you're subscribed to me, I subscribe you, I leave you alone. I might not be giving you watch time, but I'm still subscribed to you. But if they don't even have the courtesy to come back and subscribe to me, well, and yeah, I'm a little bit put out. I am a little bit put out. You know, that I'm having so much grief trying to hit the 2K. I'm just having so much grief. And you know, and I'm happy for my friend Dave. I'm happy for all those who are way ahead of me. I don't care. I mean, I'm glad you have yours. I'd like a little bit of mine. You know. Anyway, yeah, Melinda, your channel isn't growing right now, but your channel, I think, is getting close to 6K. You know, so I feel for you, but then again, I feel more for me because I'm trying to get to 2K. Anyway, I hope you hit your. I hope your channel continues to grow. I know you are, Scott. I will try to help you get past the. You know, I worked with Justin Green, God's old man. He is a bivocational pastor. So he's in a small church. He does wonderful. If you can't make it to church and you want to go online for a 15-minute Bible study, he does wonderful Bible studies. They're beautiful to watch. He puts the stuff up on the screen. A very good Bible study. Very few people are patronizing that. And I was trying to get him over his 1K. He was stuck like 10 short. And I was shouting him out and linking him, asking people to subscribe him. It took months to get him those last 10. He'd pick up a couple and he'd drop a couple. He'd pick up a couple and he'd drop a couple. You know. And finally got him over that. And now he's like at he's probably like 50 or 60 over. I'd have to check to see where he's at, but he's less than 1.1K. He might be 1.80. 1,080. He might be right there. But I know Scott has been struggling to try to get past 1K. And I'm going to try to help Scott get past 1K. He deserves to be past 1K. His content is very good. He puts out good stuff. He's very pleasant. He's a Marine. Served his country. Wife and kids. Good man. Good man. And hey, mom of 4 boys, how you doing? $13 in the house, 16 likes. So I hope I have mentioned everybody who's come in this evening. And I did send a couple of channels away. Anyway, when somebody tells me that they've subbed me and my count doesn't go up, and I refresh, and 5 minutes later I check again and my count hasn't gone up, sorry. I said try again tomorrow. And I'm sorry if you think I'm being cold, but I mean, I'm gold to my friends. And if you're not my friend, then, well, God bless you, but I don't have any use for you. Just go about my business and smile at you. Advice I give people. Treat people the way you want to be treated. But if you just avoid them, ignore them. Yeah, it's very hot where Uncle Al's at. He's out in a communist paradise. So tonight's topic is travel items for planes, trains, and ships. Police stops. Sensitive areas. It's funny. Snoop Dogg, the rapper, and Willie Nelson, I think Billy Ray Cyrus, several of them that tour, got tour buses and they tour, and there are others. And excuse me if I'm wrong, I apologize if I'm wrong, but I think I'm right about these. They've been stopped and their buses have been searched, like going through checkpoints. You got to be very careful about what you have in your vehicle. You got to be very careful about what you have in your vehicle. You go through a checkpoint, they got these dogs. I used to use them, canine narcotics. And they go through and they'd sniff and they could smell out stuff. And if you're carrying something, or if you got something on you that you shouldn't have, that's not good. You can get in some trouble. So, don't be that one cousin Dumas that gets anal by TSA. Uncle Al's notes. He said it, anal by TSA, Transportation Security Agency. You don't want to be trying to get some. There's this male basketball player that claims to be a woman, 6'9", was imprisoned over in Russia for a period of time, not mentioning the name, but you probably figure out who it was. We traded the Merchant of Death for this person. They got in trouble. They brought some THC into Russia, and they knew that this person was a male, but as a basketball player plays in the WNBA, and wound up in a male prison. But then, everybody's, oh, it's so and so, and referring this person as a woman. Please. No, Russia does not mess around. You're at, I should be number 987. What are we talking about? Rubber gloves time. Yeah. Yep, rubber gloves time. Oh, good Lord. And I am drinking Nescafe coffee. So I will be making some more boxes, goodie boxes. I just got some more rations in. I got so many rations, it's not funny. So transparent makeup bags. 4. Medication in original bottles and prescription list. You need to keep a prescription list. Oh, and I do need to take my evening medication. Gotta remember to do that. Sometimes I forget. I'm getting old. And small pouch fancy pack. Everyday carry items. Your smartphone, your cash, your passport, might be your handgun permit, your license. They're no longer required in Texas, but they still issue them. This is an open carry place. Julianne West. I was on her live earlier. Julie, I was on your live and then I left to subscribe that person you wanted me to subscribe. And I watched a 22-minute cooking video. And you said that person to subscribe me, and I still hadn't picked up a subscriber, so I don't know that she did. She thanked me for what I did and the fact that I had time-stamped it, but left a nice message about it and everything, but she didn't subscribe me. So I'm sort of hot about people that I've been subscribing and they haven't been subscribing back. Joseph Moore, thank you for coming. Take care. Yeah, and the other thing is I am looking at people that are deserving of something from me, because they're constantly with me, they're constantly leaving comments, they're constantly watching my stuff, I'm looking at who they are. I'll be doing a 2,000 subscriber giveaway. Look at my last video that I just released. That was a box for, it's only like 6 minutes long, less than 6 minutes. It's a box for Stephanie, Idaho Garden Girl. And there is a very important paragraph in there in the description. I would look at it. I didn't shout out any channels. I just linked her channel. The only channel I linked was hers. But I would look at the description and I'd try to think about that. You don't have to, but think about it. So, waterproof smartphone pouch. This explains itself. A UV flashlight to see stains. Ugh. And you can see those stains you don't want to see. Like, uh-oh, woo! That was a big one. Stains. Hidden by normal light. See hotel and motel rooms. Bleach. Disinfectant wipes. Ooh, that's a spare. I keep them around like bathrooms, kitchen, various places, washroom. When it runs out, I go grab one. It's like, whoops, there's a spare. Got to get another spare. Yep. Ooh. Number 6, Apple AirTags. Personal tracking devices for luggage and kids. It's like LoJack. Remember LoJack for the car? No Home Alone. Works on iPhones. Place in kids' clothes and duct tape inside luggage. A dash camera. For rental vehicles or normal vehicles. For accidents. Trump derangement syndrome. Gunfights. Experience from behind enemy lines. Well, I will say this, Julie. There are people who will. They're all about growth. The only thing they're about is growth. They put out their stuff. They don't bother looking at anybody else's stuff. They may thank people for coming on to whatever, but there's not reciprocity there. Especially like if you get like a big channel. I don't like to subscribe really big channels unless I just basically want them for like news channels and such that I listen to, vloggers and such that like put out stuff about the news or stuff that's going on. I don't like to like if I'm they're not gonna like subscribe you back. So you get some of these big channels and they're always trying to pick up subscribers, but they're not subscribing people. Or they go and they subscribe you and then they unsubscribe you. Like they clear this, like they might go and subscribe 15, 20, 30 channels during the day, and at the end of the day they clear them, hoping that you didn't clear them back. And a lot of people they don't clear. Now people ask, a work dash cam. Mm-hmm. So as an example, these are channels that I subscribed today. 2 of them have subscribed me back. 2 of them. I was sitting at 1985. I'm sitting at 1987 now. 2 of them subscribed me back. And we're talking about, I viewed a couple of videos, some shorts. I'll view a couple of videos, 1 or 2, 3 shorts, depending. And 2 of them have subscribed back. I'm just trying to. I'm not. Take care, Dunia. Appreciate you. I'm not just constantly obsessed with growth of my channel, but I am obsessed with trying to get over 2K. When I get over 2K, I'll be my easy self again. But I'm trying to get over 2K right now. That's bothering me. Especially when you got people who are picking up, hundreds of channels a month or 1,000 channels a month. And then here I am and I can't, So like with Scott, he's like at 987 and he's trying to get over 1,000. I understand his frustration. And like with Pastor Green, Justin Green, trying to get him over 1,000. He was like at 991, 992. I mean, he'd pick up a couple, he'd drop a couple. And I don't know if people were messing with him or what. But I went through hell trying to get his channel up. And there's some people I've tried to help get over 100, like when they're at like 90 something or 87, and I'm trying to get them past 100. And I'll take on a project like that where I start linking them and shouting them out and encouraging people and asking them to sub them. You know, I'm trying to give back. Yeah. Yeah, I bet you it's the AI algorithm screwing with people. I understand that. You know. So a dash cam for rental vehicles or normal vehicles. A travel trailer, put a cam in the back of it so you can see what's back there, see what happens. For accidents, Trump derangement syndrome, gunfights, experience from behind enemy lines. Master lock door bar, 270 EDC. Prevents entry and works as club. Most hotel rooms have crappy locks. Motels are worse. Hotel rooms, motel rooms. Carbon monoxide detectors. Battery operated. Yeah. Yep. You want them. You need them. Not a smoke detector. Family of 4 died at Knoxbury Farm in their sleep. Power failures. And I appreciate you, Holly. And I will be showing my appreciation if you don't win the next giveaway. I'll be showing it pretty soon. I'm working my way through the ones that really, my friends, that really there for me. Power failure alarm. When blackout occurs at night, power failure alarm. And you know, in things that you need to have a flashlight. You need to have a flashlight ready. Some form of protection. I hear you. I hear you. Belinda, if you don't wind up winning the 2K subscriber giveaway, I'm going to be sending you a box. I don't know if I've sent you something in the past. I don't remember. My mind isn't what it used to be. If you would, let me check real fast. Belinda, check my email, if you would, and email me your mailing address, please. I won't share it with anybody. Did you get that, young lady? email me your mailing address. And if you don't wind up winning and I don't know who's going to win, and I don't know who's qualified. I haven't looked, but I've got to do that part when I get to 2K. I had a company reach out to me, wants me to work with them. Something similar, I think, to what SD has with that company that reached out to him. They sent him a sample and they wanted him to do an evaluation on it and maybe, do a video of it. And I basically have ignored, I haven't responded to them. I've ignored them. They contacted me a couple times. And I haven't responded to them. I'm not about that kind of stuff, right now. Maybe down the road in another life. But right now, no, I'm not about that. That's nice. I have a power failure alarm. My power failure alarm, because all my stuff is relatively new, would basically be if we have a power outage. But it would probably be good to have something like that. Uh, 8 in the house and 18 likes. So I will say again, I am on my quest, trying to do it before I have to go back to work, around August the 4th. So I'm trying to get through this and get this out of the way prior to that. And I'm trying to well, if you're talking about that, Julie, it's somebody that came on before me. I mean, I came on, I spent like about 5 minutes with you, and I made like 7 or 8 comments. And you had been having a conversation with them before me, and they had left 7 or 8 comments with you. And then I remember you telling me to go and subscribe them. And then you had basically said, "Are you still here, so-and-so, so-and-so?" I forget the name. It's a lady. And it says, "Oh, you need to, could you reach out and subscribe David Lynn?" So I left your live stream and I went over, and the last thing they had released was like a 22-minute cooking video. And I basically ran and watched the entire video and left a couple of nice comments on it, and then I time-stamped it. But that's besides the point. I don't know, might have been, yes, might have been. Anyway, I may wake up in the morning and I'm sitting at 2K. Because I did reach out to about 20 channels today, and maybe some of them will come back, overnight or in the evening or whatever. But at any rate, when I hit the 2K, there will be a 2,000 subscriber giveaway. And in order for you to participate in the drawing, have your name in the hat, you need to leave me a like and a supportive comment on each of the last 5 videos I will have released. And like I just released, hello Mike Crusher Reviews. I just released a video a couple hours ago And it is a goodie box for one of my best YouTube friends, supporters, Idaho Garden Girl Stephanie. She hasn't been putting out. I got to go back and check her channel to see if she's put out anything. And I should be getting notifications, but I get so many notifications I can't keep track of it. It may be. It may be. I've had people tell me they were unsubscribed to me, or they're not receiving notifications of my content, or they're not allowed to leave a like, or they're not allowed to leave a comment on some of my content. I don't know why. Well, I think that YouTube does not like me. One, I'm a conservative channel. I'm an old school channel. I'm religious. They don't like that. I'm conservative. Every once in a while, I say something nice about Trump. I've said things not too nice about Trump, but I tend to say more nice things about Trump, you know. And I don't know. 19 likes. Please leave a like to support the channel. It'd be greatly appreciated. Uncle Al's on probation. Uncle Al is on double secret probation. I may be on double secret probation. I don't know. I'm joking, of course, but he tells me he's on probation. Well, I was born at a different time. You know, real fast, I'll just tell you the little story, and Uncle Al doesn't like me reminiscing, but I basically have been through the topic for tonight and the various items. My parents were born at a transition time. My father was born in 1913. My mother was born in like 1923. Both of my parents were born at home. They were born at their home. My father was the eldest son of 9 kids. And his grandfather was a Baptist pastor. His father was a rancher / farmer. Georgia, rural Georgia, southern Georgia, Bainbridge. And his father-in-law, my great-grandfather, was the Baptist pastor there in Bainbridge at the local church. I've been to the church he was a pastor at when I visited back there. So both of my parents, and my mother's from, basically she was born on the Odom Ranch in Odom, Texas. The Odoms. And, you know, they grew up. She graduated at 17. Back then you went 11 years, 11 grades. She and my father dated for a couple of years, got married. They were married for 21 years before they had me. I'm an only child. Both of them were smokers, and they both stopped smoking about 2 years before I was born, and then my mother had a miscarriage, and then she was able to get pregnant with me, and she had me. She was 40, and my father was 50. I was raised with those values from the Depression, from when they, you know, were young. My aunts and uncles were all older, and my cousins were all older, you know. I'm the same age as most of my second cousins. So I grew up with those values, old school. I have 2 graduate degrees. I have a graduate degree in career and technical education. I have a graduate degree in leadership management. I got my last degree, and I've got 4 degrees from Texas A&M Corpus, 2 bachelors and 2 masters. And I got my last degree in 95, over 30 years ago, you know. And that's when the internet came out, 95. So all that stuff that came out afterwards is like me trying to play catch up somewhat. 10-year-olds know more than I do about technology. Both of my parents are gone. You know, and you know, my father died young. He was 64. You know, I've got like a year to go before I'm at his age when he passed. But then, you know, he had two brothers, and both of them were not smokers, did not do any tobacco or anything. They both lived into their 90s. Uncle Howard passed away just shy of 90. He's 93, just shy of 94. Uncle Lucian, who's the middle brother, he was 94 when he passed away. And yeah, well, see, I've never been a tobacco user. I'm not a tobacco user. I've never been a. I'm not an alcoholic. I've never done drugs. Never even smoked marijuana. That tells you, you know. So that's one thing I sort of take after Trump for. He had his older brother who basically killed himself with drinking and cigarettes and such. And so I never. But I basically my experience is from losing my father at 14 to tobacco. You know. Because when he stopped smoking, he started chewing tobacco. That's a nasty habit. Very nasty habit. Yeah. Um, so anyway, trying to hit 2K, trying to show support for people, working on putting together boxes for people. I need to do a unboxing video. Uncle Al sent me a really nice box that I need to do a video of. I mean, he had shown some of the stuff. I know some of the stuff is food items and such in it. And then Dave sent me a box with 20 different sample, like 2-ounce bottles of various hot sauces. He's gonna call me. He wants to call me spicy. And I'll start going. I'm gonna do a video of that when I'm start going through that one. I'll be doing some more gift boxes, goodie boxes to people. The current one out is Idaho Garden Girl Stephanie, and you know, I'm looking at who I've sent boxes to in the past, and I'm looking at when was the last time I might have sent them a box. Like I had sent Stephanie a box about a year ago. So I said, it's been a year since I sent her, but I'm going to send her another box. You know. And Stephanie was one of my winners, I think, at one time. I got to go back and look at all that stuff. I can't remember. You know, I can't remember all that stuff. I talked to I reloaded today. Got 2 more pills I have to take tonight. Blood pressure medication and a sugar pill. I have to take 3 of those metformin sugar pills a day. And they tripled my dosage. And then I take a extra blood pressure medication in the evening, and they upped my dosage in that, and they prescribed a new one, and they doubled the prescription on my cholesterol pills. Like, oh, good Lord. And I've been losing some weight. I mean, if you look at me, I'm not near as big as I was. I'm still big, but I'm not as big as I was, you know. I have to probably weigh again. So I will basically tell you 20 likes and living in the house. I'm just on a quest to try to get past the 2K. And shoot, I could go look at my channel, my analytics right now, and I may be past 2K right now, but I was at 1987. I picked up two channels today. And I think a lot of it is my content. There are some people don't like my content. Switch to egg whites. You know, back in the day, I used to use egg beaters for my mother. I used to make her breakfast, and may she rest in peace. She was like just shy of 82 when she passed. You know, and I think that she would have lived longer, but she had a pretty rough life from the standpoint she smoked from about the age of about 15 to 30, 38. She smoked for over 20 years, and I think that probably had something to do with things. Um, Most of us have high cholesterol. You know, it's like, oh, most of us do. They're finding ways to retard that and cure, you know, like Alzheimer's and dementia. They're finding ways. They're finding stuff. You get plaque buildup in your brain, your neurons and such. They're finding ways to clean that out. You know, now, and they've got medications that can really retard that or reverse that. What do I dip toast in? I haven't been eating that much toast. I haven't been eating. My bread is usually a low carb tortilla. I do one low carb tortilla a day, and then sometimes I do donuts. I'll do a couple of donuts sometimes. I mean, you get to see sort of what I'm eating by my videos. Like I did salmon tonight. I broiled salmon, white rice. I didn't do a video of that one. Didn't do a video of that one. But I've done it in the past. Um, so anyway, um, the other thing is I use honey as a sweetener. Honey as a sweetener. Sometimes I put stevia in my coffee. I usually just use a couple of Carnation original liquid creamers. I haven't been drinking any sodas. I haven't been drinking diet sodas. I drink I drink um, sparkling water, mineral water, like low calorie, like 10 calories. I'll use the little um, lemonade sachets or grape sachets, 10 calories. You know, I don't do that much sugar. Take care, Uncle Al. Thank you. Worked. I need to put up some information on my. I worked yesterday in the trailer. Put up a privacy curtain around the bed to like separate out the area, like you can move it back and forth. And had to remount the TV because that when they mounted the TV, they didn't mount it in the right spot and it came loose. So I had to make sure it was mounted over a stud and get that up. And I've got some images of it I need to put up. Working in the yard, the backyard. You know, the front yard's pretty much done. The backyard's a little, ugh. Trying to work on the backyard. Wife was working in the backyard. So I will tell you, uh, if you have not done so, please look at the last 5 videos. And I just released one this afternoon, a couple hours, 2, 3 hours ago. I released one. So that's going to be one of those 5. And if I'm still in the slump where I'm not picking up channels, there may be another one because I do need to do a couple of unboxings, mail calls, and I'm trying to get out a couple more boxes to people. I mean, people who are with me, that are always with me, that support me consistently. My way to give back to them. you know. And I've done that for these people in the past, and I will continue to support them as they support me. And then, you know, some of them are not content creators, and then some of them are content creators, but they don't produce that much content. Some of them produce way too much content. I can't, you know, especially when I go back to work. But anyway, when I get up in the morning, I thank God for the day. I take my medication, I drink my coffee, say the Lord's Prayer, try to get right with me. I thank God for every day I wake up, because I'm 63 already. And treat people the way I want to be treated. Lead by example. And I appreciate you guys. This was a good semi rant for me. Trying to get to the 2K, and I'm just a little unhappy about it. Everybody, please remember, be prepared. It's hurricane season. And everybody, have a blessed day. Appreciate you. And I will try to be back tomorrow. I'm trying to take advantage of the fact that I'm off right now, so I will try to be back tomorrow with another live stream. Thank you, everybody. Appreciate you. God bless. Bye-bye.